these days. They post them they slip up at some point, post something, and they're like, got them. Because again, we are the most surveilled, recorded, saved era.
Oh shit! Aqua said no. He lied. The feds came and arrested him at our. What do you lie about, Aqua?
Oh, then if you lie on the application and it slips by him, yeah, that's a problem.
And let me see what she said. I remember here. Hold on. Gang member passed the VG check when I worked for the state. Did you work in a form of law enforcement for the state?
Well, the state usually runs the same background checks for just about everything.
Well, I would say like state police is going to run a different background check than that.
Oh yeah, they'll run deeper. Yeah.
Yeah. IDAX and CIS.
But in California, I knew people that would do that would lie, basically pretend to be like a family member of theirs or a friend of theirs to get a job and use their credentials, and then they end up getting caught.
Mm-hmm.
That's why most people that have been through the system, they work manufacturing like factories and shit.
Well,
because they can
I mean, Ducky, let me ask you a question, right? Let's say you pull somebody over and like 6 charges, not convictions, charges pop up on your little screen, on your little police screen.
They won't.
And it says this man's been charged with 6 violent crimes.
You got to change the story already. You have to change the story already.
Are you going to call for backup because
listen, I'm going to help you. You got to change your story from the beginning. Try a different one. Because if you said that he got arrested, right? Charged, right? If he was charged and arrested but not convicted and he got it expunged, guess what's not going to show up, bro? Guess.
I didn't say anything about expunged. Those words weren't included in my question.
Right, so he was never convicted?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, it won't show up.
Okay, well, I don't know how your little police...
You got to do better, bro. Come on.
Well, Ducky, you're in Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know the find or the mycase.in, if you put someone's name and birthday in, you'll find everything that's been updated, but then it'll also tell you if it's been dropped and what's happened, and it won't go into more detail than that. So they can get like a base preliminary reading.
You know there's but you do know that.
So you're saying Ducky...
It's always there. It'll always be there, Ducky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hear what you said because
even things that are expunged, Ducky, they can still
say it again.
No. If it's expunged, the only ones that can view it is the state if you are applying to work for the state, and the federal government if you are applying to work for the
they
Travis, what you're saying is Ducky was lying, and it would show his arrest for these violent things, even though he wasn't convicted.
It would show that he had an interaction with police.
I got you. Don't worry.
All right, Ducky. So here's like Nick. I don't care about all that. Ducky, can you maybe and this might be crossing the line.
Indiana.
You don't have to, right? Could you possibly explain what happened in the situation where you got these charges and then why were they dropped?
I will not. But I appreciate you asking.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So
is there any particular reason why?
Well, he answered the question because you knew what the answer was. So when you pull this man over and a record comes up of him being violent, right? We'll just call it a record. Are you going to assume this man's violent? Are you going to take precautions when you approach his car more than you would if you pulled over somebody with, let's say, a failed to yield was the only thing that popped up when you searched their name?
Well, see, that's where, again, if you go to the state site that I talked about, it's not going to really give you if they're violent or not. It'll give you summary updates of the interaction and if they're going to court and shit, but you're not going to really get that from looking at the state site. You would have to actually pay or work for an agency to get the deeper information.
Travis, do me a favor.
As I said, I changed my words so you guys couldn't.
I'm going to talk over him because he likes to talk over people, so I'm going to get to it. I can try to get to you. So what I want you to do, if you can, Travis, do you have a computer available? Because if you look you got to go to IC.
And there's a record of him being violent, right? What are you going to assume? Are you going to assume that man is violent? Why are you avoiding my question? Why are you avoiding my question?
There's actually a separate section.
Why? Why?
that actually.
Why?
I know you want to start. Just hold on a second, dude.
Well, I want to know
I'll
why.
let you start in a second.
Well, I want to know why you won't answer my question, Ducky.
You gotta hold
It
on.
was a very
Hold on.
simple fucking
Hold on,
question.
I'll answer in a second.
I even changed the
give me a second,
fucking
buddy.
wording of it.
You gotta give me just 1 second,
I even changed
buddy.
the wording of it, right?
You gotta stop.
I will
Listen.
give it to you after you answer my
I just need you to
question.
stop being.
We're not moving on.
I feel like you're being
Answer
a
my
white
question.
person up here. And you're
Yeah,
trying to run shit. Can you stop
we're
that,
not
dude?
moving on.
It's
until
very
you answer
strange
my
to me.
question.
Right?
I asked the question.
Can you relax for a
first.
second? I'm trying to.
We're not
I
going
want
to
to explain to you.
deflect.
Dude, listen,
We're
you know
not
I can
gonna
do this all day.
deflect
You know I can
and
do it all day
have
too.
you
Just like you
ask
can.
some other
Do you
questions.
want to talk
and
about
you
some
haven't
screens?
answered
Let's talk about
my
screens. So
fucking
I was
question.
thinking to myself, right?
Answer
If you
my
want, we
question,
can
and
do
then
this.
I will
You
shut
can
the
take
fuck
the
up.
whiteboard because I know you like the
Otherwise,
whiteboard.
I am going
You
to
get the
continue
whiteboard,
to
and
talk
I can get a red
and
marker,
talk
or
and
if you
talk,
want,
and
I
nobody
would
is going to be
even
able
be
to hear
willing to get a
either
blue
one of
marker.
us.
If you want me to get the blue marker sticks out more than the red sometimes, but I would even go red for you if that's what you wanted me to do, right? So even green, I would even veer to green for you because sometimes green
what the answer
is magical. People get
and the
stimulated by the
answer is,
green
you
markers
are a
instead of the red
violent
markers. But
bitch.
if I get the
That's
black
the
markers,
answer.
I feel like
That's
that's kind
the
of
answer.
different because black markers are just kind of bland, right? But I want the red markers more often than not. All right, let me answer your question real quick, Charles. I got you. So 35.
No, you're going to answer my question.
Back to you. I'm ready. So red markers, right? We got red markers and we got green markers. We can do. Okay, cool. 35-38.
No, we're not going there. We're not.
Back to the markers.
You got to answer my
Markers. We're
question.
going to markers or
Continue
the color.
talking about
I like the
markers
markers.
or don't
I'm
talk
okay
about
with it
anything.
because if
Talk
you
about
use
markers,
red or you use green,
talk about anything.
green is really the one that I prefer the most. I've even seen gold.
Either
I've seen gold
answer my
markers.
question
I've
or
seen
B,
brown
talk
markers,
about markers.
and I've seen purple markers. It doesn't matter which marker you choose. 35-38-91.
So
Are you going to answer my question or are you going to
I
talk?
kind of muted for a second.
Oh, my bad, bro.
I have a lot of background and I have a question.
Thank you, Travis.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, I said you have a lot of background and I have a question for you. I don't understand. Is it that you have an issue? Like, what is your issue with Ducky? Because this is not making any sense why you and
Sports
Andrew
mom
are
syndrome.
still.
Wait,
One
I've
second.
already told you I don't have an issue with Ducky.
No, but it
I
sounds
told Ducky
like
that-
y'all are like, how much you getting paid, Andrew?
Somebody paid
Oh,
me
shit.
$1,000. I got paid a couple thousand.
Okay, bro.
Would you feel better if I was being
I
paid
don't
for
see
this?
how this is your fight. I mean, this is our fight because this is
This
a
is
red
what
room,
me and
blue
Nick
room
do on the
member.
app.
Hold
Right, what are
on.
you talking
This
about?
is
That
hold
should be
on.
right
This
beside
is
us.
definitely our fight because it's a red room, blue room member. But I don't understand how this is
Correct.
your fight. I'm
Because
confused.
Bell, respectfully, you're not going to look into it at all. And
Excuse
either
me?
you or T-Bone aren't going to look into the matter. But like when you guys found
It's
out about
been
this, you
looked
basically
into.
all but brushed it under the rug.
Well, hold on, Andy, because
Dude,
this
we
last
have
whole
people
week and a
looking
half they've
into
been
it.
looking
Hold
into it,
on.
bringing people
Wait,
up.
wait, wait. So how do you know? See, this is funny. Andrew, better
You
mute up.
told me.
Andrew. Oh, Gidget told you. Okay.
No, you told me. I asked you, Bell. I asked you about this. I
Okay.
asked T-Bone
Can you
about
mute up,
this.
please? So mute up. So when we first got the information, right? We first got the information. We were trying to figure it out. We figured it out that they were just charges and we were doing the right thing, waiting, right? And then it was sent to other people so it could get out, right? Because we're not idiots. All right. Now all the charges have been dropped. Now what? So who played it correctly? Who played it safely? Who the fuck played it safely? This shit should not have come out unless it was a fucking conviction.
Bell, it also came out that he works with a bunch of dirty cops that all have convictions.
I didn't work with them, silly. What are you talking about? I said I worked with them.
That information came out from Ducky himself.
Andrew, hold on.
And this man is still
Yes, John.
Every since you changed the standard, Siren. Ever since you changed.
Here's the problem. Like they're upset that
you guys keep on over talking.
I think it's just because they're upset that the charges were dropped today. So now they're like, "Fuck, we got to keep this going because I'm bored." I get it, guys.
Ducky, I'm happy for you. I'm glad.
Thank you, buddy.
Especially since you have kids, that I'm really glad. I don't want.
Thank you for being a good human and saying that. Even if I say it for fun, thank you for saying that.
That's it. Like all this
arrested. Don't let people be arrested.
Your mom. Now I can come at your ass. What do you want now? Come on.
Well,
What do you want?
If if you pull somebody over, right?
Yeah.
And a violent record pops up, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna take extra precautions in a
Yeah.
this man is violent?
So one more time for clarification, a violent record pops up on the CAD. If you don't know what a CAD is, I'll help you to paint your narrative better for you, to help you try to fuck me over. But it's not even gonna matter, bro, because I'm still gonna fuck you over in the response. You're talking about the CAD, which is a computer automated dispatch system, right? If a violent record pops up, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. But here's my question. Are you talking about a record that fell under Indiana Code 35-38-91, which was an expunged arrest record that didn't result in conviction because it wouldn't pop up? Uh-oh.
You have a violent record, Ducky. I mean,
Where?
Ducky, aren't there multiple? Ducky, there's like
multiple different incidences.
Show me.
It's all been recorded, so therefore it's a record.
Okay, but Ducky, so you're saying that a video cleared your name, right? Well, how come you didn't share this video with them in the original discovery?
For clarification
Because
purposes,
it was a pre-trial conference today, genius. It's only been going on for a couple months. Usually you go to trial. But because I had the evidence and presented it to them today, the prosecutor was like, fuck, here's hard hitting evidence. What do I do?
Let me ask for clarification purposes real fast. Hold on, give me 1 second, Andy. Let me ask for clarification purposes. Nick, are you talking about this same case, or are you saying that somewhere in his past, maybe a different case, he has a record? Because the way he's explaining it and the way that the system works for expungement, he is correct. You wouldn't technically be able to see it.
There you go.
Well,
Did you just go look at the statute I told you to?
I've heard about testimonies from fellow police officers saying he's violent. I've heard about testimonies from people in his real life. I've heard about people that he used as what is that called when you write down on an app, like who you wanted to contact.
What? You got to get your shit together, buddy. Do better.
I'm trying to think of what it is. Like, you had somebody vouch that you were a good person. That same person turned around and said, no, he's violent.
Okay, who you talking?
So
Okay,
that person would be ruled in a court as uncredible because they flipped like that. They would be ruled uncredible in that case.
I don't know. I mean, either way, I see a lot of things recorded saying Ducky was violent. I don't know.
No, you know what's funny, guys, right? What he's referencing, right, is I'm what?
Well, I was gonna say, Ducky, and this is just like I'm sort of looking out for you here. Like, you do have an ex, and is she on this app? Because
nobody, no,
and has a different story for everybody.
She's not. She wouldn't. She doesn't exist. No, absolutely not.
Nick, are you saying you heard about these people, or have you spoken to them directly? Is this
That's a good question.
Team, or are you speaking directly to them?
Well, I've just heard what people have read. I mean, that's all. I've heard what people have read that's been recorded about it, and it seems like he has a history of violence. That's what it seems like.
Of violence, or maybe a slight temper? Because I got a short fuse.
Travis, you know what's crazy? Well, let me show you. I'm going to share something with you today, Travis. Watch this. Watch. So in my state, right? Especially now that these charges have been dismissed, right? They were dropped. Do you know that my certification, right, as a law enforcement officer is valid, right? Not only am I tier 1, but I'm tier 2 certified here in my state, which is almost unheard of, right? I'm a canine officer. I'm a school resource officer. I'm a fucking general instructor. The list goes on and on and on, right? For all the accolades and how I busted my ass giving back to my community. Because this was dismissed, I'm able to return to law enforcement. We have something called We have something called a Law Enforcement Academy Training Board. And if they deem you unfit, unstable, right, where you are mentally ill or you are aggressive, they will boot you out of law enforcement. Because guess what's one thing that you have to fucking pass before you become a law enforcement officer, guys? What is it? It's real important. It involves your brain. What is it?
Well, not every state makes you go through a psyche. Then.
Well, look it up, Travis. Does ours? You know it does.
Indiana does, but I don't know the extent of it.
This is why people don't trust police officers. Because a police officer can have several people in his life say that he is a violent person, and they will still let him be a police officer. It's crazy.
And I know Indiana does. I just don't know.
You've never heard of witch hunts, huh?
He has. He's just stirring the pot. He's bored. I get it.
The thing that I don't understand is like the angle that you guys are pushing about the people going after you, I've never seen that group of people go after anybody.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on, dude. Are you really saying that and being honest? Or are you just trying to fuck around right now?
I'm saying that being honest. And I don't go into sports moms a lot, but that's what I don't understand. So there has to be something more, Ducky. Like, and it had to, I want to say equal almost. You had to have done something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to clarify real fast because I misspoke. Yes, every state does do it. I meant to say I don't know the extent of each state because each state does have different extents in which they do it.
And also, Bex, like, this is just like a little bit sidetracking. Bex, what's your opinion on conservative lens?
Me and conservative lens are possibly turning a new leaf on our.
Someone that you previously did not trust, but now you can
Is that the
potentially
new
trust.
leaf like you were turning with Sports Mom and then you sat on a panel and
You know nothing about anything.
and you turned on her and blamed her for being mastermind?
You know nothing about anything, you messy little boy.
The
You
fucking ass.
messy little boy.
But I've
And
learned
we're
I can
like,
talk over
oh,
him now. It's fun.
oh, Sports
Okay.
Mom's the
I wanna let him
mastermind.
talk.
Sports Mom's the mastermind.
Yeah,
I do
and-
remember
yeah,
you
she
doing
is.
that. I do
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, I definitely did. Yep, she definitely is.
Some
did
truth
miss-
she had there. I wonder how that'll work out with conservative lens.
I did miss though.
Lens,
Ducky,
are we
did you-
okay?
Did you actually claim that the cops were dirty, or was that something that they were projecting out?
We're having 3 conversations at once.
I know, and it's hard for me to follow.
Who are you talking to, Joe?
No, I promise you, Nick, you don't know shit,
Send me-
and
ask me
you don't want to go. You just don't know nothing. It's time for the messy little boys of TikTok to take a seat because the girls are in charge again,
Bex, you have
and we're
no
way
idea.
better at this than you.
Bex, how about owing
You're
someone
horrible at this.
2,000?
I mean, Bex, you might be good at manipulating and lying to people and making.
I
them
am. Yep. Say it again, louder for the people in the back.
You
But,
are
like,
good at that, Bex.
I
You
always knew who you were,
manipulated your
Bex.
best friend out of $10,000.
Always.
The only person that was
Right.
looking out for you,
And, you know, it's quite funny that you fall out with every friend. Every friend you end up falling out with. But it's everybody
Well,
else's fault, right?
But
It's
no,
everybody
yeah,
else's
because
fault.
it all
I'm
connects
not gonna
back
bring
on
up her
the.
name, but you
It
know who
all
I'm talking
connects
about,
back
Bex.
with the receipts, baby. And then when the receipts all come out, I'm just
Well,
saying.
you're gonna throw one of your best friends under the bus that
Who's
did
my
nothing
best
but help
friend?
you.
Who's my best friend?
I'm not gonna bring her up, Bex, so she doesn't like you anymore.
Who's my
right?
best
You know why?
friend?
Because you just kept asking them for money and money.
Who's my best friend?
Bex, she found out that you just were asking her for money, and she realized you're indeed not a friend.
Who?
You don't have friends. It's somebody who you're using for money.
Okay, well, you again don't know shit. And
the
again,
fact
I
that you're
know
asking
receipts.
who, Bex, is because
And
you're wondering
I have been
which
stacking
person.
receipts on this app for 2.5 fucking years, baby.
Bex, you're wondering which person I'm talking about because you
Oh
just
no, I know
taken
exactly who
money
you're
from
talking about
everybody.
because you're
I
saying
know
the
you
same
do.
narrative that everyone else on Messy Talk has somehow learned this week. I wonder where that came from.
I don't know, Bex. Why don't you say it?
I don't know, Andrew.
Why don't
You think
say
you
it,
guys, you
Bex?
guys think you're so good at this? You're not.
Bex, why don't you say it who you think it came
Don't
from?
worry, it'll all come out in due time, baby.
Bex, the only thing that's going to come out is you're a shitty person that uses people for money. That's it. And it sucks. I feel bad for you a little bit, but you need to fucking learn how to treat people the way that they're treating you. It sucks that the message is coming from me, Bex, but grow the fuck up.
Andrew, you are literally a small little insecure, sad little man, right? And you come on this internet and you
lied
fucking
to everybody. You were lying about like you were living with your ex and then like
No.
fucking with officer and you're trying to point the finger at officer. You were with your fucking ex while like talking to officer.
That's not true
And you want to point the
either.
fucking finger at officer? He's not stupid. He knew what the deal was.
That's not true either. You don't know shit, buddy. Nothing. But you know what? I've let people tell lore about me on the internet for 2.5 years while I just stack receipts.
How about
I gotta switch accounts. BRB.
Well, because I'm trying to ask genuine,
We'll be
legitimate
okay
questions.
without you. You don't add much anyway.
Well, because I'm trying to ask genuine, legitimate questions to keep the conversation kind of tamed and in discourse. Ducky, earlier it was
bro.
mentioned, and I may have missed it. Did you state that the officers that apprehended you were dirty, or was that something they projected?
No. What are you like in reference to? What you're talking like any arrests that I've been involved in that they were dirty?
No. Said something was. That's why I'm asking
I
if it
mean,
was something
dirty
you
is
said
not
or they projected, because
Hold on, Nick.
it
Or
was
not
pertaining
Nick.
to this charge and apparently how it went down at the start.
Yeah, that they were dirty. No, I wouldn't. I don't have any correlation or link to assume that they were dirty. Like, what do you dirty? Like they do like schmugs and like they're.
Crooked.
No, they have arrests for similar cases.
I would say that they were ill-trained. I will at least say that they were newer officers for sure, with less than 2 or 3 years on
Training
the
is a
force.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to clear shit up so that way it can all be more easily presented. I have no skin in the game. I'm just an outside observer trying to make stuff make sense.
Hold on. Oh, so you expect me to believe that you met up with Bex?
Yeah, Oso's been making this joke for so long. It's not funny anymore, Oso.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, I believed it.
But why did you do it, Bex?
What's his
Why
name's
did you?
wife? He fucked
So,
Mr.
Bex,
Jones's
why?
wife.
That's
Why
crazy,
are there
Nick.
rumors about you, like, and like taking money from somebody who's trying to help you?
Because you literally live on this app for rumors. Hello?
Oso
Bex, I'm
goes to
asking why
taco
they're going
festivals and
around.
doesn't have any tacos. Oso goes to taco festivals and doesn't eat any tacos.
Okay, not eating tacos is an abomination. You should get blocked just by that.
Right?
What, Andrew? Why do you hear all the rumors? I don't know, because you go around the app literally to hear rumors about people to spread. You guys
I
are worse
don't.
than
Bex, I
you guys
don't
are
do
worse
that.
than middle
Bex,
school girls.
Bex, you're messy. You've done things on this app
Messy Bexy,
that are
baby.
fucked up.
The queen of centering 2025.
Bex, I don't have a problem with you centering. I have a problem with you using people for money, especially when they're like good
Andrew,
people.
do you remember begging me on my birthday for $1.25 of each message that I
Money
got
that
because
I
nobody
gave
would
you
send you
for my
message
own
money?
show.
And you were so mad that
This is the
people were
problem,
sending the
Nick. You
messages
see,
to me
Nick,
and not
now you
you,
see, Nick,
that
why I
you
thought
wanted
no fucking money back.
$1.25 from each message after you stole thousands of
And
dollars
Nick is
from
sitting
Nick,
down here,
right?
right? The only reason you got
I
all
don't
of
think
that
you're the
is
one to
because
call
of
out
Nick.
scamming, Andrew. I don't think
That's
that's
it
you.
was me and Nick,
We're gonna
right?
start an investigation on you
Nick
next, and
liked
the
you.
story goes, it
Nick
doesn't
felt
look
bad
good
for
for
you, and then you
Andrew.
fucking used Nick's
It
own
doesn't look
kindness
good
against
for
him.
Andrew.
Like, how sad is that?
He's telling you that her and
Andrew,
Siren are looking into your life. That's
do
what
you
he's
remember
telling
the little pipe on your table when you turned your camera on, and then we knew why you were stealing all the money from Nick?
Whoa, excuse me, Nick? What the fuck did you just
A
say?
little pipe on my
But
table.
it sounds like Bex is
I think you
implying
should
that you guys are
not
looking
fucking
into your
lie
life.
about it. Don't
Shut
fucking
the
lie about
fuck
me again.
up.
That's what it
Don't
seems.
lie about me again.
That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like Bex is implying.
Where did she say the word siren?
Never.
I don't
Never.
even
And I
say
didn't
y'all
say
can
anything
look
about
into my life.
information.
What
She
you'll
said
find
we-
out is I'm a
she
better
said
person
we
than you.
have been looking into you,
That's it.
right?
Yeah,
And
I didn't say
I just
siren.
learned.
I
I
didn't
just
say
learned in the other
siren.
live.
Nick,
Shut
shut
the fuck up
up.
for a
God,
minute. I
you
just
guys are
learned.
worse than
I
women.
just stop for a minute. Damn, woman, chill the
You're
fuck out.
You chill the fuck out. You're the one acting like a bitch.
Listen. You just said we, and in the last
Yes.
live, I heard that Siren is now included in that we.
No,
with
Siren
you.
and I are ops, aren't we, Siren?
Yes.
Absolutely. Siren and I do not like each
No,
other.
you guys are not. No, you guys are not.
Yes, we are.
Nick, this is fucking
It doesn't-
classic.
either way,
Nick, this
either
is called
way-
trauma bonding, Nick. This is
Either way-
disgusting.
Shut up, Andrew. Either way,
Like,
don't
can you
fucking lie
believe
about
this,
me
Nick?
again.
And I didn't.
Not enough this week,
You said
actually.
you were included in the we. She said
Okay,
we.
you know what,
You better
Nick?
fucking watch your mouth, man. Watch your
Nick,
mouth.
you're going to start beef you don't want up here. We're reformed. Everybody's reformed. Yes, the White Phantom. I latch on to whoever will help me. Yes, because
wait until all the things that
exactly.
you did to everybody comes back on you. It's slowly coming back on you, and all
It's
you can
coming
say
back
is
on
it's
me?
a rumor. Bex, people are gonna come with receipts.
It's gonna be
text
the same.
messages.
There's all the receipts have been shown, dude. The lore comes out about me every 3 months.
Yeah, because you're a scammer.
Yeah, then show proof. Show me scamming people.
What are you gonna do when that proof comes out? What are you gonna dox a person that?
No.
Did?
I'll take accountability and apologize.
No, you won't. You
Yeah, I
said
will.
you said directly to that person. You were like,
haven't you just been doxing Ducky?
Bex threatened
Yeah.
this woman.
Doxing Ducky?
Bex said, if you ever say the amount of money I gave to you, like I'm gonna expose
That's not show me saying that to you.
What did
Well,
you
he
say
hasn't.
to her, Bex?
To be honest with you,
I didn't say anything.
he hasn't put like my full name, my last name, picture. He hasn't done none of that actually. He's actually asking me before he's doing crazy shit. So I think doxing would be
I'm not
like.
gonna put up any information on Ducky.
Yeah.
I just have him myself. I'm not gonna put it up.
Yeah, it's funny because every time every time new shit information comes out about people, everybody's like, "Oh, Bex can't keep friends," but it's funny because it's always the exact story that I said that happens that gets to be proven.
Friends, Bex. You
I
can't
don't like friends, Andrew.
You don't know
Who
what
the
a
fuck?
friend is.
Why do you guys think I wanted friends? I don't like friends. I say that all the time. I don't
Okay,
have
but
friends.
then at least
The only person I
apologize
was
to
ever
Nick.
shut up. The
At
only
least
person I was
apologize to
ever
Nick,
loyal
'cause he
to on
stuck
this
up for you
fucking
like a
app
friend.
was Officer. I don't give a I'm not out here for friends. People want to claim me, cool. But I wasn't out here claiming friends. I have associates on the fucking app, and when people break my trust, they're unalive to me.
Liar! Liar!
Shut up, Nick. You're
Liar!
fucking.
This dude said,
You're
Laura says back home
okay,
they call you
bold.
Big D Ducky. You silly, bro. Hey, can you put me in the big box?
Bex, you want to admit that you lied, so we don't gotta
You
get
I
gotta
don't have
Bex
mod on
thing
this
that
account.
Ducky.
What did I lie to you about, Nick?
Damn
What
it.
your
Okay,
last
hold on.
statement was
Put me
a
back in
lie.
a little box for a
Can we
minute.
just
All right,
agree on
sure.
that?
Yes, I'm so sorry, Nick. That was a lie. Okay, moving on.
All right, thank you. All right, good.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he yelled liar like bold. Oh,
All right, there it
You
is.
can apologize to me, Nick, for just lying on me.
fuck my life.
I could apologize that I thought Bex was including you in the me.
Yeah, you lied on me.
I just wanted to show some arrogance here, right? What this says is, so what this individual who she's talking about is an individual that is, I thought he was kind of cool, really, a little loud, but he was pretty good. He was a big contributor to helping kids and stuff, right? And you can see that she's talking about him behind her back. No, because he is just too scared to come back. Here's where it gets interesting. I have an army more than just SMDN. And when people come for me, the entirety of the internet comes for them because I've helped so many people, which is why a lot of people don't talk shit about me
We
or
talked
start
about
shit.
the same woman you threatened with your gun.
Ducky, do you know that?
Whoa, that's weird, bro.
Ducky, do you know that?
Hold on.
You guys on the payroll are just like, what's happening?
Hey, hold on. Before you,
Can we
hold on.
hear-
Everybody, I want to
we
address him real
drop
quick
them?
because I want him to
Someone drop
slander me.
them.
If he slanders me, this is important because I can sue the fuck out of him. Are you slandering me, sir?
Drop for free, I'm dropping you.
No. Are you slandering me just now? What did you just say?
Calm down.
So you
I'm not even talking. I have a question to
threatened
ask Ducky Beck. Stop
sports
politics.
mom
Fucking weird.
with your gun.
Did you hear me do that?
Yes.
You did. Prove it.
Yeah, Ducky Beck.
Who's
You know
lied
that?
for me?
Beck,
Who's
why
lied
did you
for
say that?
Listen.
Anybody. I know
Listen,
other
if
people
this
heard
fucking,
this.
if this princess up here, if this princess up here can prove that, I'll give him $1,000, guys. $1,000 if you can prove it.
Well, I'm just gonna step in here again and be a pain in your ass, Nick, because I am a little confused about the energy that you're giving. Because did you not sit up on your own panels and allow me to be threatened to be pew-pewed in my head and my child's head?
What?
Siren, I'm
Siren,
getting paid
hold
for
on,
this.
Siren, he
Calm
did
the
that
fuck
to
down.
you?
He
Why
didn't
did?
do it to me, but
Wait. Did
he
Nick
loved
just
to help.
say? Wait, did Nick just say he's getting paid for this and to calm the fuck
Yeah,
down?
that hates when someone else
Yes,
is
hold
making
on.
money.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Andrew. And I asked you how much are you getting paid for this 30 minutes ago. Both
And I'll
of you.
tell you, he's getting paid nothing. You guys are dumb.
Okay, Nick.
Even me.
Okay,
How come Ducky understands that
I
Nick
hope
is
someone
taking
got
what you guys
that.
do?
I gotcha.
Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. You stupid little man. You stupid fucking little man.
You
Bex.
really think that you guys are going to run with the narrative that the Sports Mom Network is paying Nick for this? Are you guys dumb?
You stupid little men. Get the if you've got any sense, get the fuck out of the boxes.
Hold on, Bex.
Let him
I
say
guess
okay.
that you
Nick,
missed.
see how
I
Nick,
guess
you
that
see
you
that?
missed the little live that happened where Ligma was talking to Bella and Strawberry about paying them for doing what they did to Ducky. Did you miss that?
What?
Because I sent that recording to. Actually,
yeah.
Vince has it. It's in our
And then
little
I got-
fucking message.
And then I got a
Okay.
screenshot. I got a violation, but then
Nick
I got a
just
screenshot
got
of them
that.
saying that they got payment from him and him saying no problem. Let me switch
got-
accounts.
Who got
Can we
paid?
address this real quick, Bex? I'd love for you to address it, right, when you come back. And if your mom starts to chime in because he wants to fucking, get on his knees and fucking look up at old girl, since she's pretty much his master, because every time I try to do this, he starts to talk over me because he doesn't want the snake to be exposed. I want to know what you think about this post here, Belle. Screenshot.
I think I would probably tell somebody who threatened me with a few that I have an army also.
Are you going to show me or are you just going to keep talking about it?
I don't need to show you. I was there for it.
Well, yeah, you made an accusation, you
I'll
silly
say
goose.
this, you were, but the first night this all went down, like you were saying some crazy things.
Well,
I
can
don't
you
know.
show? Listen. If you can show me, I'll be all about it. I want you to show me where. I'm not talking about like where she threatens. Yeah, hold on. I'm not talking about where she threatens. I'm not talking about where she threatens people with her blicky all the time and tells them to come over to her house because her blicky's bigger than everybody else's. I know she threatens people. I get it, but you're not going to find me saying that
You
because
said that she was in the.
You did. You did.
Well, show me, bud.
Right now,
Can you just show me?
Meth
Yeah,
and she
I'm
was
going
in
to
the
tell you
triple
exactly what you said.
Whoa,
You said it
yeah,
this way for a reason, right? You said it this way for a reason. I'm not stupid. We all
Can you
know
show
what it
me?
meant, Ducky.
Can
What
you show
you
me?
said, I'm going to tell you. Hang on. I'm
I think
gonna
you
tell
should show
Give
me, like,
just give me 2
if you could
seconds, and I'm
show
going to
me.
explain it.
Because I
But if I
think
tell
what
you can try
you
to
should
spin
probably
it.
try to
But
do.
hang on,
right?
if I tell you
Like
what
if
you
you
said,
have
you
the
can spin
actual
it.
recording,
But you
I
can.
want to hear the recording because I want to focus on that. That's important.
All right, we're
Ducky,
focusing on it
apparently,
right
what
now.
you said was you said that you show up there and that you're strapped.
Can you show me?
Not exactly what he said. I was going to tell you exactly what he said, but nobody wants to let me talk.
Stop pussyfooting around. Stop pussyfooting around and just do it.
Now what he said was, he said, I am licensed to carry in my state. I also live in the same state as Sports Mom, and she's not very far from me.
Damn, I heard a couple different stories. That was a different one. Can you show me where I said those words? Because the only thing Sports Mom was able to articulate and say, right, was that I said, we live in the same state. We do. That's it. I didn't say anything about a blicky. Didn't say anything about that. License the none of that. You're adding shit to it, bro. Do better.
You're lying.
Well, show me.
That's what you said word for word.
Will
bro.
you show me, please? We'll hear it.
I don't know what live it was in. Tell me what live.
Go find it, kiddo.
I can send somebody some fucking money to find it, and we can play the clip.
Are you rich, bro? Are you low-key rich?
No, I'm not rich.
Oh,
He's actually poor.
damn. Anyway, Belle. While they're trying to find that, Belle, what do you think about this? Or anybody, other than you two. Bex, what do you think about this screenshot here?
I think that that's pretty on brand. I think that there's been
No talking about Sports Mom. No talking about Sports Mom. No Sports Mom.
Talking about Sports Mom, Bex.
No Bex. No.
Actually, no, Bex. Say one more thing about Sports Mom, and we might as well just do what we might, right, Nick?
Wait, what are you gonna do? Wait, what are you gonna do, Andrew?
Y'all are so great. Y'all are some shit, man.
Might as
What are you
well,
gonna
right?
do?
Are you threatening her? Is she
Bex,
being
why don't
threatened?
you just talk about the money that Sports Mom helped you
Ducky,
with?
is she being
Why
threatened
don't
right
you
now?
say, oh, I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
Sports Mom, but she helped me when I needed help? Can you say that, Bex?
What are you gonna do to me, Andrew? What are you
Do
gonna
you have
do?
any
Oh,
integrity? No, I'm
Do you
just saying,
think?
Ducky, do you know that they helped Bex with over, like, I think it's probably over 1,000. I
yeah.
don't
Well,
know
no,
the
no. I don't
No.
know the actual. Listen, here's the thing. I don't know the actual amount, but I do know that Sports Mom would brag about every time she helped someone. She would be sure to talk about how she did that. And it's funny because this is the same person that we helped, but they want to be over here talking about us when we would be like, if that person came up to the debate.
No, because she never.
She would
'cause
always do
she
that.
helped- No, because Bex and
Yeah,
her
yeah.
were going back and forth once, and she never used that against Bex.
Why did she always do that though? Like what I just described. Why did she always do that? Was it her ego? You think? I don't know.
The thing is that like there was never a fallout. There was like from
You just
literally
said
from one
something
day.
behind
Shut
the
up,
business.
Andrew. Literally one day we were fine. I wake up the next day, I get in the panel like I did every day, and Lynn's came for me. And I've always said that there's no way that Lynn's and I had a problem before. We didn't have a problem. There's no way that there wasn't more to this story. And I've maintained that since day one with people who know me. I never in my life believed that Lynn's later I figured out it was a debate because that's the one thing that kept coming up. But it was like there was never even a conversation like, hey, this debate, we didn't like it. Like, let's talk about it. It was just like I had done an anonymous fundraiser. And then the next day, that anonymous fundraiser is being outed, screamed from the rooftops. All my personal information is being put out. Like, for
Nothing.
my electric bill was put up as a receipt, which would be great, except for they only service one county in my state, so it essentially doxed where I live, and was left in a server for over a year with my county on it.
Damn,
My
the county?
receipts that I sent to her privately that were never supposed to be shown, she posted in the Discord.
Well, you getting
What?
so you got the
Why
money.
are you lying right now? Because that was not
Nah.
posted in the Discord for a year while you were living there.
Yeah.
Because you weren't living there anymore.
I live in the same county, you dumb motherfucker.
No, you didn't, because you moved.
I live in the same
Remember?
county now.
Oh, you said you'd move campgrounds all the time.
Dude, I live in an apartment now. The electric bill was an apartment.
An apartment.
You don't know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck
The
up.
electric bill
That was
from
when she was with it. That was when she
It was
lived
from
with her
this
ex.
This is insane.
Nick, that was when she was living with her ex, right?
No, you have no
So
idea what you're
basically
fucking
her
talking
excuse-
Well,
about.
I think he
So
had,
Bex was like, oh, Nick, hold on, listen to this.
I think he had.
No, I'm
moved out
right.
there
So-
with Andrew.
This is actually insane.
No, he didn't. Bex's excuse was, oh, I think he was paying the bills. He was supposed to pay the bills. It's like he was fucking living there
Not
with
even
you.
the story.
You didn't talk
That's
to him
not
about
even
the
the story.
fucking bill? How did it get up to that amount of money? That's
We're
crazy.
talking. You guys realize this was 2.5 years ago, right? 2.5 years ago.
I mean, you guys were the ones talking about it. I didn't even.
Yeah,
bring
we're
it up.
talking about something
What?
different. We're not going to talk about something that happened 2.5 years ago.
Where did Andrew go? Was Andrew dropped for free?
Andrew got to go sit in the comments for 5 minutes and have a break.
I don't think he got paid for it. We're bringing him back.
I don't think it matters.
Jesus, bro.
I think he got paid for it. We're bringing him back. No,
You're echoing sped.
no one.
I don't think it matters.
Just about Bex. Say what you want about me. I was a junkie, right? And I didn't do the things that
Still
you did
are,
to people when you were
actually.
fucking sober. Don't
What did I
ever
do?
compare yourself to me.
What did I do?
Every single person that you called a friend, you just used for money. All of them.
How
And
do
you
you-
were
can you show
complaining
any
about your
proof on that?
situation. These people did everything for you. They got you a
Can you
job.
show-
They
can you
literally
show
did
any
everything. They
proof?
tried to help you back. It's your
Can you show
own
any proof?
ignorance, Bex, unfortunately.
Can you show any proof of 2.5 years ago? Information from 2.5 years ago? Can you show proof?
Hey, Bex, isn't
2.5
that great that
years
I
ago.
can't? Right? Isn't
You
that
can't. Of course
great
you can't.
that I
It's great that you
Bex?
can't. 2.5
How
years these
bad
stories
would
been
you
told.
look?
No proof.
How badly do you look?
Like, this is so dumb.
Officer, he's not going to say, yeah, Bex is living with
Yeah.
her ex.
Message him right now.
Officer's not going to tell us.
No.
Well, they said they're back together, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
You
Yeah,
guys can
well
all
enough.
message officer. Let me know how well that goes for you.
Men are.
Let me know how well that goes for
And
you.
this is the sad part.
He was on the panel with me last night. Did you guys hear that? He was on the panel with me
Yeah,
last night.
you guys are back together. We
How
know.
sad.
You guys are dating
We're not.
again. We're well aware.
All right, cool. That's not the truth either, but go off.
It's over under on 2 weeks, right? Andrew never misses.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Andrew misses constantly, but sure.
Is somebody dropping Robert for free also?
Bex, everybody.
Not me.
On here?
Andrew, is it him or me? It's got to be him.
It's Andrew. Andrew, you got a bad connection. Val, are you there? Okay, well, Val's not there, and somebody keeps dropping Robert, so you guys should probably.
Oh, Aqua's in here. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, sorry, Robert. You're not going to make it in the box with Aqua here.
I think this is paid to drop. I don't think this is mods drop whoever you want.
I think it's Miss Andrew May.
May have
Miss Andrew,
I'm not even on Robin's
but
side.
you guys are taking money out of Bell's pocket.
This is not right, Aqua. You know that. Other than that, yeah. I get it,
Can you
Aqua.
check your Discord DMs?
Hey, Nick, don't you know Belle by now? Belle really, it's not about the money.
Belle, check your Discord DMs.
Are we allowed to abuse our mod powers? Are we
What are you
allowed to?
doing, Belle? Like, seriously. Fix your shit with Robert, right? And then just let Robert come up on the panel. Like, why? Why are you letting people...
Because it's Miss Andrew May, and we have way too many men talking that are below IQ level that should be talking right now, so...
Yeah.
We're literally fine. She's a mod in my live. She's a mod in my live. She knows it. Yeah, we're fine.
Can we... It's just like...
When somebody gets dropped, can you find out who's dropping them? Is that a thing?
No, only Belle can see it.
Holy shit.
Bruce, I don't know why you're like on Bex's side. Bruce, you more than anybody have watched what Bex has done on this app.
Yeah, Bruce knows everything. Bruce has been around since day one.
He has, and I thought you were better than this, Bruce, to be honest. I really did.
Oh my god, this is so fun. I think I'm actually like losing it.
Bex, you more than I know, Bex, that you don't
I think my sanity is cracking.
Bex, you don't
I mean, Andrew, do you see what's going on here, though? Like, we got a bunch of women taping for a violent man, and it's weird.
Siren, I think I'm actually starting to lose it. Oh my god.
Did you say, Bex?
Did you say capering for a
I
what?
think my sanity is cracking.
Andrew, where'd you go? Your mom, caping for a what? A what again? He was literally cleared. All his charges were cleared.
Hey.
I mean, his charges may have been cleared, but he's got a violent record.
No, there is no record. The record doesn't exist.
Wait a minute. When something's written down, is it not a record?
Yeah.
Did I
So
say criminal record, or did I say record?
yeah. So if the records, if the documents exist, they are to be disposed of here in my state under 35-38-91. Right. That's an Indiana code.
Seems like people found a lot of information on you that wasn't disposed of.
They did, because the way that they were able to get it was from a civil case, right? So the civil case was used I'm going through a civil case right now, and I used evidence. They used evidence. They're trying to use evidence to help them with the lawsuit, but it's not really going to help them because it's just proving the point, really.
If I used to deal drugs, but I never got charged with being a drug dealer, or I got off on being charged with being a drug dealer, does that mean I was never a drug dealer?
I don't know, Sports Mom's lackey. What do you think?
Good point, bro. Good.
Man, you the lackey, little hoe ass bitch.
Listen,
Shut the fuck
little
up.
bitch. I got a question for
Wait
you.
a minute. How was he? Hold on. How was he the lackey?
Get
How
the
was he
fuck
the
outta
lackey?
here.
But
No,
you
no.
claim that I was using him. How was he the lackey?
You talking to me, T-Bone?
No, I'm asking OG Unk. That's what you said. How's that possible?
How's what possible?
How's he the lackey, but we're using him?
It's A or B. He's either the mastermind or y'all are. One of the two.
That don't. So you got to figure out who the mastermind is, OG Unk. Like
That's
you can't play it like
crazy.
that, right?
Well, he's not that
It's either
smart.
I am or she is. Like what's going on, man?
He's caping for
He's
Sports
not
Mom.
that smart. But
That's what he's
Belle
always
did
done.
say the other day. She did fuck up and say the other day that this grudge has been going on for years. So I would
Yeah,
expect.
you know what's
a little
actually
bit
so
of
OG
funny
Unk, but
about
you
it?
knew. Hold on. Please.
Okay, sorry.
OG Unk, you knew about this and were well aware of the issues that people had with them. And you never complained about that before. And when I was shooting the shit over in Renee's live, you was acting like we was cool. Why did shit switch up?
Hey man,
I'm
Hold on
confused.
1 second. What I meant
we've
is
always
the
been
fight.
cool
The
ever
fight start.
since
Hold on,
motherfucking AJ and the
OG.
Snacks and Lumberjack.
1 second. The
I
fight.
ain't never
Didn't
switched
the
Then
up
why
fight?
would
on
you
you.
say that then?
That's why I had beef with this little bitch Ducky, is because of the way he tried to come at y'all after he got his little 4 wins.
Let me say
He
something
tried
real
to
quick.
come up with the
When
whole
he's done,
When I
when he's,
said
because I got
years,
something to say. I got
1
something to
second.
say.
Hey,
To
That's
that.
where
hello,
You're not
hello.
making sense, man.
It's the host. It's the
Don't
host.
twist
I'm
it
gonna say
up.
something. When I
I got you,
said
little bitch. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. Go
years,
ahead,
what
though.
I meant is it all started. You too, OG Unk got upset and left the platform during that
Yep.
time.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I caught a restriction. Hold on, I'll come back on my other account.
Thank you.
Because we need to talk about that, bro. Because I don't
I
understand
do
that
want to
shit.
hash
I'm
that.
talking about then, and I still kept it cordial with
Because I
everyone.
We
want to.
we
I,
always did.
I do low key want to hash that out with OG Young because I do remember a big shift in OG Young. OG Young would come on my panels. We were all good, but the moment I kind of started. Well, I can't even say that because I do think it started the moment that the whole issue with the debates and stuff started happening. That's when he kind of started acting different. But I don't know. Maybe we can address that because I don't see what his issue is. I'm actually really kind of curious.
What about like the issues of you accusing Sports Mom of like running like a little bit of like a scam? Didn't you say
Do
that
you,
at one point?
do you think she's running a scam? What do you think?
Do I think it's a scam? No, I don't. I think she's doing good things.
You think she?
But you
You think?
said that, and I
Do
think
you
also
think
I
that
heard
she's like an
Mac-
honest, loving, giving individual that just cares about
I mean,
human beings?
so I'll say she's honest. I don't know about all the others because I don't, like I said, I don't have a
What
great
about
relationship.
what about manipulative? What do you think? Things
I
you
would
want to
have
ask?
to, not that I've seen.
Mhm.
Not that I've seen, Ducky. Not
Just,
not compared to the people that
bro,
you're
is she
hanging
paying you
around right
at
now.
this
What are
point,
you
dog?
doing?
Come on, man. Like,
I'm just saying, Ducky, let's be real. Do you think that the people you're around right now are any less manipulative than Sports Mom? And I know the answer. The people we're around now are way more manipulative than Sports Mom. They'll admit it.
Which people are you talking about
I
specifically?
wish you knew what you were talking about, buddy, behind the scenes over there.
Somebody speaks up first.
Have you
So
ever
yeah,
been?
back to
Have
the
you ever
original
been behind the
question.
scenes back there? You haven't, man. So if you've been behind the scenes, you would understand.
If I used to slang and caught a charge but got off on the charge for slanging, does that mean that I was never slanging?
Yeah, of course you
It
were.
means you're not
Okay.
guilty of slanging. It means you're not
So
convicted.
if you watch this, watch, I'll do the
Not
same shit.
convicted doesn't mean that
Listen,
I
I got
didn't
you,
do
right?
it though.
I got you. I'll do the same shit to him.
Not convicted doesn't mean that I didn't do it though.
I'll do the
Right?
same thing to him. Watch this.
It
Watch this.
doesn't. It means okay. It means you can't prove it. Go ahead, Ducky. Sorry.
So if you're like 5 years old, or 6 years old, and you hit a girl in kindergarten, and you hit a girl, does that mean you hit girls?
Come on, man. We ain't talking
Get the
about
fuck.
no
That's how
childish
stupid
shit.
you sounded when you did that to me, bro. Like what the pigeonholing
Absolutely
me?
not.
How is that gonna help you? Like no, bro. Like,
Absolutely
can
not.
we get down to the nitty gritty of it real
Hey,
Just
quick?
because you
Can we
got
do
off the
that?
beat of
That
this doesn't
same
mean you're
that
gonna
same
beat a
thing.
I'm
bitch.
so
Same
sorry.
thing about
I
royalty
really, I
Elon.
really want to direct. I really give me a second, please. I
Me too,
really want
T-Boss.
to
I'm
direct
trying to
this
do this.
because I get very confused on this. Like, I want to know what your gripe is with Ducky first and foremost, because that doesn't make
My
sense to
gripe.
me. And then hold
Okay.
on, because I want you to hear the whole thing. And then why you then have issues with me and Bell off of that shit, with your issues with Ducky.
My issue with Ducky was the way that he started acting after he won his first 4 battles. And he was like, fuck that, whoop-de-whoop. I ain't battling nobody over there no more. You're going to have to come over here. Fuck that. Nobody wants to come over here and debate. Then we're going to make our own debate league over here. And he was doing all this out of pocket without no
Whose
control.
idea do you
Okay,
think
no, I
that
want
was,
yeah.
OJ?
Let me address him. Let me address him because what he's saying is valid. Thank you for telling me that because I didn't know. All right, that was the issue. Thank you for being
So
sincere.
hold on.
So can I address one
So
point at
then,
a time if that's all right, or do I got to
Let me
hear it
finish
all?
asking. Let me finish asking Bones' question.
Let him get it up.
So then I went over to the other person and started asking the question that I was asking, that I sent you the shots of, Bone. Correct?
Yes.
And then when it came out, and again, before when all this shit started with all y'all, I had only seen him with a red room, blue room backdrop like 3 days prior to that. That's the first time I'd ever seen that. And it was out of size. It didn't fit the screen. So I was like, okay, maybe he's trolling. But then when I asked you about it, it was like, oh, damn. I done put in a little bit of work behind this, and now this motherfucker's on this team. And I can't even get an honorary auction. That's behind the scene bullshit joking. That was joking, that last part.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's what kind of sent me a little twisted was, damn, I done put in some work about this cat, and now this cat's on this team when he tried to take this team down.
Can I
That's my
address it?
issue with Ducky. And it wasn't anger with you, it was disappointment on my side.
Okay, I'll explain later. I'm gonna let Ducky finish up
Fair
because
enough.
I think you and me probably not on the same page there, and that can be cleared up with a convo. But go ahead, Ducky.
So you said the first 4 debates, you felt like I kind of started acting different, right? The first one is a
You
1.
did start moving different. You did start talking
Right.
different.
That's your opinion. I understand it. I understand your
No, that's the
opinion.
reality.
Again, it's an opinion.
No, it's the reality.
Okay.
When you start saying,
Hold on, see, bro, because I
when
want to
you
talk to
start
you, but
saying,
you
I'm
got to
not
let me
taking
talk
any
too.
more fades over here.
Do you want to talk?
You
or you want
gotta
me to
you
talk?
gotta let
This space
him
looking for
finish,
fades.
OG. You gotta let him
Fair
finish.
enough. Fair enough.
All right. So you said, I didn't win the first. I don't think I won my first debate, guys. Isn't that correct? Didn't I lose?
Did you win
Yes, it
4
was to
debates in a
Art
row?
Waka and you lost.
4 debates in a row? No, sir. Absolutely not.
You weren't bragging about winning 4 debates in a row.
No fucking way. I didn't win 4 debates in a row.
How many did you win in
You
a row?
won 3 in a row.
There we go.
Okay. 3 out of 4.
Right.
Regardless, the number 4 was there.
But
I'm
that's
not far
brag. That
off.
he should be able to brag about that. That's not no bullshit.
So-
Not very many people over here have done that.
I was
I don't
proud.
understand why that's even an issue. The
Like-
whole point
like-
of
Right,
this
but
is bragging.
when you start taking that mentality and saying, fuck that, we're not having the debates over here in Red Room, Blue Room anymore.
Oh, there we go.
If
Okay,
you
this is
want to
good.
debate me, you got to come over to Sports Moms.
Yes, sir.
And then
Thank
when
you.
that doesn't work, you start saying we got to come up with the Swedish debate league and all that shit.
All right.
That's
All
the
right.
foul part.
Ducky,
All right.
clear that up. Why
I'm
was
trying.
that done?
I'm trying, but everybody wants
Okay,
to
get to
All right.
that, please.
Yes. Do you know why? Do you know why I was mentioning debating over there?
Because you were renegade and you said, fuck that.
No, that's not the case. Actually, the reason that I was doing that, right, is because they made me, Sports Mom, other individuals made me think, right, that I was just being manipulated, right? That I was literally coming over to this side of TikTok and they were getting all the views for me, like making me think that I was some kind of fucking, little god, like they need you, right? So, and I'm like, no, that's not the case. I remember, like, I told telling them, like, I feel good over there. Like, they're fair to me, they're cool, and they would always be like, yeah, but just be careful, watch your back, man. Listen, we've been on this app for 5 years or however long it is. So then I was like, all right, fuck it. And then I would try to get people to come over there because that was their idea. They were trying to show me that people would get pissed if I did that. Literally.
People will get pissed if you did. But wait, there was a live where Sports Mom, I was even up on the panel at T-Bone, She said she didn't want nothing to do with this, and she wished him the best of luck.
Are you
No.
in the Discord, bro? Like,
OG, this is why I'm
hold
telling you, bro.
on.
You don't know, man. I'm trying to tell you. You don't know,
Because
bruh.
I want to tap into for a second. So, OG, did you
Alright.
know that me and Sports Mom had a conversation on the back end where I told her that it's going to take some time and some convincing for Red Room Blue Room to work with SMDN when it comes to the debates? T-Bone, did I not come to you and say that, hey, maybe in the future we
Yes.
can do? Yes, right? I told her to fucking be patient, and she wasn't, and she decided to do what she did with Ducky because she was mad that I was still working on the convincing part. She was impatient. And I told her that in a live when I came over there.
See, I have a hard.
Can I speak on this really quick? So do you remember when there was an issue between Kal-El and Admir? Remember that?
Very vaguely.
It was over the fact that Admir had RTP up on his panel and he was debating. Dee wanted him, wanted RTP. Dee wanted. Can you hear me now?
You got a lot of background.
Okay, so Dee wanted him to come in and debate in her life. He refused, and then that's what started the issue with Admir and Kal-El. When it came to this situation, so she came in and she was all for the tier debate system. She was up on the panels, all that stuff, right? Well, then when she figured out that the debates weren't going there, that there weren't going to be, because she was offering up her panels to host debates. That wasn't something that Red Room Blue Room was going to do. And so when Ducky started going over here and all this stuff and he was running debates, she tried to stop that. So, just saying.
The whole support in the beginning, the support in the
But what I'm
beginning
saying,
was because
what
she
I'm saying,
thought we were. The whole support in the beginning, T-Bone, was because she thought that we were gonna be able to continue, working with SMDN if I were able to convince people. When she realized that wasn't gonna happen, where's the support?
I just want for you to understand, OG, when motherfuckers was coming at you on that side, I was riding for you too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of warnings, you feel what I'm saying, have
did the
been
exact same
issued
thing.
out. Right. But you also have to understand the reason why there was hesitation. And it's because, as we see now, everything coming out, looks good, man. As everything's coming out now, is exactly how we said shit was, right? People over there are very grimy. I don't know what story is being painted of you about this Ducky situation and how all this shit went down, but what I'm telling you is that it's not accurate. Is the only thing I can tell you. But it doesn't make sense.
Nobody painted a story for me.
So then you come to your own conclusion.
Based off of what I saw.
So based off of your own conclusion, you thought we was running game on Ducky, even when that whole situation happened. And when Ducky said that he was ready to leave and go do his own shit over there, and he didn't want to participate in debates anymore, I said, Ducky, if you choose to do that, you are more than happy to do so. And there was no animosity. I made sure to keep that shit clear with Ducky. Ducky knew we was on the same page with that shit. I never got mad at Ducky. I never said nothing out of my fucking mouth slick to him. None of that shit. There has never been an attempt to use Ducky. If he wanted to come over and participate, he did. If he didn't and he wanted to do this shit with Sports Mom, he did.
No,
the bank was that we would get pissed off about that. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, they didn't want me coming
to
over here though. They were literally that's the thing. They were willing to. She was trying to crowdfund with the organization, which I found out recently. We all did, to prevent me from coming over to the Red Room, Blue Room, and
that's a different timeline, bro.
But you're not understanding all of that. But OG, all of that is talking about what the true motives is for that individual. They different situations, but it's all under the same thing. Fuck Red Room, Blue Room.
Go back and go back and check the dates on what I sent you, and you'll understand what I'm saying with timeline. My questioning of him and his motives and his recklessness, that came way before any of the bullshit that y'all talking about.
Yes,
I
it
have been
does,
questioning that
OG.
shit
What was
back
my
in
motive or reckless? Like
March.
what did I gain?
You're just reckless. You're a renegade. You don't pay
But
Okay, but what am
attention.
I
OG,
gaining?
but
You don't
nah,
play your
OG. That's
role.
why I get mad because how can you see the recklessness with Ducky, but you can't see it with the other niggas that's over there? I'm
It
confused.
I
looks
don't
like
That's
give
he's
why I
that
didn't go
fucking
caping
back to
for her,
fuck
man.
about
Ducky.
the other
That's
That's
the
motherfuckers
problem.
crazy,
over
bro.
there. I don't.
You tell
I don't.
OG, you telling me them niggas over there has absolved the responsibility for all the bullshit they was on?
I don't see that. I didn't see them being on that bullshit, and this came from a
That's
lot of
crazy.
late night looking from the hallway, listening out of pocket. I've even had questions with other motherfuckers that have questions and not really got the answers from other motherfuckers that used to be part of that. Just trying to get the whole full level of understanding. But Ducky is just Ducky. That's just the way that he moves since his name was humanized. That's when I started fucking with him. And that's when I figured out that he was weak.
Sounds good, buddy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, bro.
I
You
did
ain't.
what I did because Ducky at that point in time, regardless of if it was he was coerced into doing it, which is
I
he's
do
a
think you
strong
need to
ass
get
man,
sports
he's
mom's
not going to
dick
be
out of your mouth,
coerced into
bro. You
doing
hear
it.
me?
But
That's what
OG,
you.
but hold on, OG. It's not just Ducky. If you gonna talk about the coercion or what, that's not just Ducky. And me and you both know this. Over
Yeah,
on
we
this
had
side with
that
Justice, and then we
conversation
got
about
plenty of
that.
stories of the same
Listen,
people that look like me and you that done went through the same shit and got the same story.
he don't want to look like a
The
bitch
same
to the
people
white
that say
lady
they
that's
don't go
watching
over
him
to
out there,
that
bro.
side
Isn't
no
that
more for the
weird?
same reason, bro.
He's watching from the window. He don't want to be. He wants to be able to go back. Look what I did, Mama. Look what I did.
But that's what I'm saying. Cause
No, I
you,
was watching
I
your
don't know,
bitch
man.
ass. I
You're
was
on some
watching
bitch
them from
shit.
the
You're on
window.
some bitch shit right now, bro.
Bro, that is the
Like
entire space
literally
that you
calling a
live in.
motherfucker weak when this
That is
fucking
what
when
that's the
this
space that
sad
you live
excuse for
in,
a
buddy.
human being put my
That's the
private
space
personal
you live in.
information on the fucking internet, bro. Are you that
And
grimy? You're not.
hey,
Hey,
hold
hold
up.
on. Are you that
I
grimy,
didn't
bro?
give her
Is
no
that
grace
you?
about that. I didn't run
Okay,
her
then
no grace about that.
good shit on that then.
I didn't run her no grace about what she did to Puff Puff neither.
What? Oh yeah.
But that's again why my little issue with you is segmented off, and it's because of the way that you came at
So
this
let me get this straight
organization.
one more time. You're upset with me because I was proud about the fact that I
No,
won debates. Was that the first thing you said you were upset about?
I would no. You're
Didn't
not gonna
that's you're
listen.
not telling the truth. You just said
Where
that,
that
bro.
where that came from was you bragging like that and then saying fuck that, I'm not debating over here
In
no
what
more.
way
If you
was I
want to see
bragging?
me,
Let's address
you're gonna
that.
have to
That's
come see me
because
over
Dee
there.
Dee told him that, dude.
I
Like, I
don't
don't
believe
understand why
that.
you don't see this. Like, I
I
don't get
don't
it.
believe that.
Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. Who do you think sent him after Tyler Bluntman?
Oh,
Who do you think
yep.
that was?
I have screenshots of that, by the way.
Tarnishing his
Yeah.
reputation because
Then
you're
don't call
obsessed.
me the little bitch if you getting sent.
Bro, do you
You see
understand
what
what
he's doing right now? He
manipulation
just pivoted.
is?
He just pivoted
Fuck.
right
Like,
there.
the same thing that Ducky was doing for Dee Dee is literally what you're doing for her right now. That's
I'm not
literally the
doing
same thing.
anything for her.
You're riding for her because what she
I'm not
does
writing
is
for
she,
her.
listen, please listen to me. What she's doing is she's giving you like
I'm not
half
writing for her.
truths or little manipulations. But what I'm
Neither.
telling you, listen, I've watched her move. I've seen what she's done, and she's done it to me too. I'm telling you right now, I literally have had so many back end conversations with her about Ducky, and what she did was
And
fucked up.
that's fine. And I agree with you. I learned a long time ago when you see a snake, you treat it like a snake. So I tread lightly and I make sure that I don't leave no limbs in position to get hit.
I just
I like
find
Just
it
to.
like
hard
that.
to
So she,
believe that you
Listen,
can go
listen.
over to Sports Mom's panel and then shortly after I get messages about how we use Ducky. That don't make no sense, bro. That don't seem like you outside in the hallway having conversations and coming to your own conclusion. It seemed like somebody said something to you, you believed the story, and then came back to say
hey,
how
when did
fucked
I
up
send you
niggas
a message
was.
about, hold up, when did I send you that message?
You
This
said you
this is what
used
this
Ducky.
is what Unc is
Hold
doing
on, hold
right
up.
now. This
You
is Unc in
said,
the
hold on,
box.
you said you used Ducky, right? And then you said no response needed. It's not a question. That's what you
That
said to
would be
me.
pertaining to Bell saying that this has been brewing for years versus just this little element right here, which she said
But you know it's
yesterday
been
when
brewing for
Bell said.
years. This shit
Okay.
started out with you. What do you mean?
But why do you think
The
it? But
whole
why do
reason
you
that I
think
made
it's?
my complete separation from over there was because of the shit that happened with you, bro.
But why do
No,
you
I
think
don't
it's
think
been
It's been a
brewing for
year.
no, I
years?
don't
Because
think
I
it's a
didn't
so.
say
series
year.
of events here.
I said year.
Okay, you said year. Yes, you did.
It was literally when the whole thing happened, and I still kept it cordial, and I was still trying to keep everybody calm.
But this shit with Ducky didn't happen a year ago.
No, this happened
Why it's a
recently.
That's
continuation
what I'm
That's
though.
saying.
legit. No, listen, OG, you're not understanding. So it's been a year, and I've been right. You're not. Don't. I've been making sure that no one says their names, fucks with them. So as T-Bone, whatever. Even though we have not been good since then. I kept things cordial with her. Even though everyone else was not okay, right? We were keeping it on the down low. We made sure that no one said shit, talked shit in the lives, all of that. And then because of the Ducky fight, when I came over there to clear my name and the lies that were being spinned, she says "fuck you"
I
in
think
2 seconds.
I think I
Drops me.
understand. I think I understand what when she says this has been boiling for years, she's talking about the sports mom crew and us. She's not talking about Ducky in that equation.
Yes.
Does that
Right.
make
That's
sense?
coming to the
Oh shit.
Ducky.
Sure.
The Ducky situation just proved to me who she really was. Do you understand? The Ducky situation proved to me who she really was. That she didn't give a fuck. She was using me to make sure that no one talked shit. It wasn't made a big deal. Everybody kept it on the down low. But when it came to the Ducky situation, she just said "fuck you." She threw away that whole friendship in 2 seconds. She doesn't care about people.
Okay, so after Bone and Ducky was on the panel and Sports Mom talked it out, and she said we ain't even trying to do that. That conversation did happen. I'm not tripping on that, right, Bone?
I don't
Anyway, I
remember
know
the
that
conversation.
conversation happened.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
So after the oh shit, Ducky ain't even on the panel no more. The question was going to
He
end up
is. He's
being.
in the
Yeah,
big
he is.
I'm
He's
box.
in the
big
big
box.
box.
Oh, okay. So there was a conversation that went down with you, Sports Mom, shortly after the formation of the tiers and the beginnings jumping off. And she
No.
said, I'm not trying to fuck with nothing you doing. You said you wasn't trying to fuck with nothing she doing, and y'all agreed to keep it pushing on your own.
This was
The
after the
conversation
slimy
happened.
shit that was taking place. Don't forget that in the
Hold,
equation because niggas talk a
hold on.
lot.
I understand. I understand. But that
I
conversation did happen with Ducky, correct? Because he had
yes.
been going renegade, because he had been going out of pocket.
What do you mean
So,
renegade out of pocket? I'm so lost by that.
oh, maybe you were inebriated at those times. But again,
So those are
you
things
ran
that
your
sports
mouth
mom
real
says. So that
reckless.
right. So that's what I'm
No, no,
trying to
no,
say.
no.
Like
You ran your
her
own
dick is
mouth
so
real
far in
reckless
his
about
mouth
red room,
and in his
blue
throat.
room.
I want everybody to look at this real quick. Look,
You
you
ran
see
your
this?
own
Listen,
mouth.
shut up, little bitch, for a second. You see this right here? Look,
Your mama's a
that's
bitch.
what's that. Listen, your daddy's a bitch. Look right here. Literally right here is what's happening. This OG is a prime example of what this fucking post says, right? Which is
What do you
why.
mean?
What's it say? Or not OG,
I
whatever his
can't
fucking
read
unk
that
is.
shit.
You threaten this woman with your pew pew. This
I
is
have shut up
nothing
for a minute,
compared to
your
what
mom.
you did.
I
No,
have an
he
army.
didn't. Knock
He
it
knows that.
off.
He's just trying to fuck us through the pot. He always does. More than just SMDN. And when people come for me, the entirety of the internet comes for them
Just
because I
blow
have
that
helped
shit. This
so
man
many
No.
thinks
See,
that
people,
you're
sports
trying to
which
mom
is
tie
is
some
why
shit
a
stupid.
in.
lot of people
You
You
don't
need to
think
talk
that
train
shit
I'm
your
about
moving on
ass to
me
behalf
care
of
or
about what
Sports
start
she
Mom.
shit
said.
with me, right? That
I'm not moving on behalf of Sports Mom.
you are a
Literally.
fuck, you are a cuck.
Literally.
You're
I'm
a
not
cuck for
moving.
sports
I'm
mom,
not
bro.
moving on behalf of
That's what
Sports
you are,
Mom.
bro.
Every move that I have
It's
made has been
sad,
because
bro.
you
That's
disrespected this
weird that you got
space,
that
little
literally, bro.
boy.
Like that
You
is
He
disrespected
strange.
did.
this
Listen,
space.
do you
That's the
understand why
only
he
thing that pissed me
disrespected this
off.
space, Unc? Do you understand why he disrespected this
I'm
space?
not gonna buy into that. I'm not gonna buy into well,
Okay,
Sports
so
Mom made me do
right,
it.
because he
How
just
weak a
randomly just
motherfucker are
decided
you
to
to
go
allow
disrespect
yourself
the
to be used
space.
like that?
I'm
Hold
sorry,
on,
You
hold
what?
don't
on,
want
man.
the truth,
How
bro.
weak a
That's what I'm
motherfucker
saying.
are you
OG,
to allow
you just
yourself to
don't.
be used
OG,
like
then
that?
just say you don't want the truth, bro.
Just keep
Cause you
listening
know
to
the
him, T-Bone.
stories,
You see
bro.
it that you can already
Ducky's
see
not
which
no
way he's going.
Ducky's
But
situation.
that's what I'm just getting ready to get
Hold
at.
on, OG. Ducky's situation is no different than any of the other situations. They're all congruent. They all have the same similar fucking story of what took place.
So
You come
again,
out and
that's what
find
I was
out
trying
people
to get at
talking
with
snake.
Ducky.
But I don't know,
Go ahead.
man.
Go ahead. That's what I was trying to get out with Ducky. If after that conversation where both sides said they didn't want no smoke with each other, and Ducky was in there For him to continue to move like that, so you were manipulated out the gate. You're weak. You're that weak minded that you
Listen,
let.
you have to, but
You
hold
this,
I'm
on.
not,
he don't even
Len,
know
I'm
what
not
happens.
asking you. I'm asking Ducky.
T-Bone, or not T-Bone, OG, whatever. OG, you do understand that it's not over when it was over then, right? They would sit back in the Discord and they would watch you guys debate. They would talk shit, not you guys, they would watch Red Room, Blue Room debate and talk shit about them. Sports Mom was super
That's what
fucking pissed
haters and
off because
fans do.
I'm still going. Literally, she was pissed off because she wasn't in the tier that she felt like she belonged to be in.
We didn't do
Right?
that.
I understand that.
No, I'm
But
telling
it
him because
wasn't.
he said haters do that. We didn't do that.
That's why I'm telling you, he's a cuck for her. He's caping for her. I've known
Absolutely not.
I've known that, bro. Like,
Absolutely not.
it's
You
weird,
don't
man.
understand the beef between me and her.
Tell me about it.
This goes back to before the Sports Mom Debate Network was even formed.
Keep going, listen.
There was a level of two-facedness, in my opinion. There was shit where I would catch her saying shit sideways about LGBTQ community when there's not supposed to be any labels and any other bullshit and no derogatory terms and all that shit going on. But when there wasn't people around, I caught her a couple times and I told her, "You're starting to let your mask slip." That's when I quit
Bruh,
fucking
the
around over
biggest
there.
time
I
when she
used to
mad disrespected you over that Charlie Kirk shit,
this
bruh.
Charlie Kirk shit, yeah. I
Going
cussed her
crazy
out
on your
about that
shit.
too.
So you had a problem with the
The-
LGBTQ thing, sports OG?
Say again.
Anybody been on the phone with her when she said the N word openly, or was that just me that she did
Oh
that with?
shit!
Anybody else?
Oh,
Anybody
I have a
else?
screenshot.
oh.
Huh?
I
What did she say?
I have a
Can you
screenshot. You
speak
might want to
directly
see,
into the
OG.
microphone? Can you say that one more time for me?
I said, has anybody else been on the phone with Sports Mom when she decided to use the N word like she was black, or was that just me? Did it happen to anybody
That's
else or
the
just me?
perfect opportunity for Bex to. Bex likes people who say the N word.
Shut the fuck up, Nick.
I ain't got nobody's phone number. Ain't nobody got my phone number, so I can never say that I heard
Hey, Nick, but
anything from
do you
somebody
say
on
the
the
N
phone.
word to your friends in real life, Nick?
Yeah, because when he says Bex likes people who say the N word, he means himself because he's the one who says the N word.
I'm
that
gonna
I
call out
supported.
every single hypocrisy shit that you try to pull
Right.
today, Nick.
But I wasn't. It wasn't hypocrisy. I was referring to myself. So how is it hypocrisy?
Call me out for not saying the N word when you say the N word.
No, I said you like people who say the N word.
Right, which in other words means I don't say the N word.
No, it means you don't give a fuck about people saying the N word.
No, I don't say it. You do. That's crazy. This is
Guys.
the dumbest shit.
Oh my fucking god. Let's keep it on the Dougie shit for right now, and then we can go back to the other shit. What the fuck?
I mean, there's nothing else to say. Nobody influenced me to feel the way that I feel about him and what he did to what I perceived of him doing to this organization. That's why I put in the work that I put in because I don't like it when somebody fucks with one of the youngsters that's trying to build something. And that's the way that it absolutely 100% seemed. There was no group of or legion of motherfuckers that was doing what Ducky did. It was just Ducky.
Why aren't you understanding?
He would get on his own.
Am I not speaking English to him, T-Bone? I don't know if I'm.
I don't trust you. So
You think I fucking trust you,
the
bro?
motherfucker.
I know that you're a
You the
fucking
type of
glow
motherfucker
snake,
to
bro.
think just because you
I
didn't
know
get
you're a
charged for
bitch,
whooping a
and you're
bitch, you didn't
literally
whoop a bitch.
you are being sent here by Sports Mom, bro.
I'm not being sent by anybody. I put that on my mama. Ain't nobody
bro.
sending me
I don't
nowhere.
I don't give a fuck because how you're
Okay,
caping
cool.
right now, bro.
I
It's
don't cape.
disgusting.
I call out bullshit, and that's
This
what's got you
scandalous
talking the way
ass
that
snake
you
is on
talking.
some shit.
I
I done
don't. I
told you
don't.
about it.
OG, you got Discord?
No,
Okay, never mind. I
I
was
don't do none of that shit, Neff. I stay way away from shit like that, and there's reasons behind it because
I,
this shit gets this
But you're
messy.
in here right now. I'm
I hear
sorry,
you.
bro.
I was just gonna send you some shit, but it doesn't matter, bro. Like
I'll be
I
right
don't know.
back.
At the end of if you drawing conclusions you don't fuck with Ducky because of that, that's cool, bro. I'm just saying it don't make no sense. It don't seem consistent, and you should have
Bro,
way
I
more
called it.
problems with how niggas over there be doing shit talking on some debate shit.
This motherfucker's gonna be the next Queen Boo. I've That's what he's sitting here acting like right now. He's a little prima donna, keeping the shit going.
Ducky,
Yo,
Ducky, can you
yeah,
switch
I'll use my other
accounts,
account.
please?
Yeah, I got you.
Please,
Yep.
thank you.
But yeah, like I told you that day, this is your business. When I asked you about it, he was like, "If I say yes, what does it matter?" I was like, fair enough. There may be shit that I'm oblivious to, but it still stands. This is why. I'm not. I ain't even gonna say I told you later on.
And if
But
that
I'm never
happens,
coming.
cool. But at the same time, I'm just asking that you have the same smoke based off of what you saying for the people that was over there doing the same shit that you complaining about Ducky doing. And it don't seem like that. It don't seem like you got an issue with Sports Mom or Look Man or none of them niggas over there.
I don't catch
And that
nobody. I
shit
don't
just
catch
don't make no
nobody over
sense to
there
me.
doing shit no more. Maybe they're being
But them,
extremely cautious right now.
of course, they're being
Maybe they're
cautious.
being
What do you mean? They're
extremely,
under a
extremely cautious.
microscope, OG. What are we
Of
talking
course.
about?
Okay.
But,
So
but you
I
acting like
mean,
you not hip to shit, man. You know this shit. You know this. I know them niggas don't keep you out of the loop, bro. You know this shit, OG.
bro, I have never been in the loop. As soon as the 501c3 formed, I was all the
I'm
way
not
fine.
talking about them. I'm
The
talking
last thing
about
I said
the
was
other old people
congratulations,
that
and
you be hanging out with, like fucking Justice and Shawnee Boy not old, but goddamn Renee, X Brand, Tasha, like them people over there talk too. Like they don't talk in the same way that we do, but they
Not too
still
much on
rap
old
about
people.
shit.
Not too much on old people now.
They're yeah, the old folk.
yeah, I mean, you can only be a nephew for so long. Eventually, you will be an aunt. uh, but damn, I mean, that's not even. I don't really run in no circles no more. I've just been here for this shit, trying to make sure it gets figured out and gets figured out the right way. There's a lot of questions that were still up in the air. But again, my angle was one angle and one angle only. I didn't like what he did, the way he came at this group, and it rubbed me the wrong way.
The way he came
Again,
at what group?
red room, blue room.
Okay, again, listen. I mean, I don't know what exactly I can say to you, because
You can't say nothing. He already said he feel like Ducky did us dirty, and that's the reason he feel the way he feels. So it ain't.
well, Ducky didn't like again. Sorry,
When that's stirring up the pot between the two organizations, to where the two heads of the organizations sit down in the same space and they say there is no problem between us, and you keep acting that
because
way,
it wasn't
you're the
working out the way
problematic
that
one.
she wanted it to. However,
I didn't think I don't.
she
It's
instigated it. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't know how to explain this to you other than to say manipulates one person, right, to go after whoever it is that she has an issue with because she's not going to get her hands dirty. But she's the one behind it every single time.
And we'll do her
And
own
and
people
she'll
dirty and the
even
bruh.
yeah, and she'll even deflect. Like if you want to hold somebody that's close to her accountable, she will deflect it and go after somebody close to you.
What are we really
I
doing
mean,
here? Are we really saying the woman that goes out of her way to help poor people is like the bad person and the man?
Well, does she really do that?
Yeah,
Like,
what
what are
I'm
we
saying
doing?
is all
What the
that
fuck
shit
are we
sounds
doing?
good and it's a nice little face that you can put on, but when you doing niggas grimy in the back end, it's all for what? There's no ethical meaning behind that shit. I know you don't understand what that means, Nick, right? Because you know your brain functioning, it ain't all the way there. But that's what that means. That's what we're discussing right now.
So you guys choose to have the backs of people who plot to take you down, right? You let them back, right? But
Mm-hmm.
and then somebody who supposedly told people Ducky's violent just tried to warn people, right? Tried to do the good thing. And somehow they're the bad people and Ducky's the good person.
Can you
No,
explain this
the grimy
to?
way that they move throughout the app, sir. So because it wasn't about warning. The foul shit that they've said about other people. You weren't here about the shit that she said about Gidget, were you? When she called Gidget a hoe. I guess you didn't hear that part.
Bex called Gidget a hoe.
No, Sports
Okay.
Bomb called Gidget a hoe.
Right.
Bex, so did you.
So after Sports Bomb did this, yes, I don't owe Gidget shit, but you're not going to keep putting shit on me when other people did it. It wasn't me that started that. I was being nice to Gidget. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I
was
mean,
being
hold
to
on a
Gidget.
second, Bex. Hold on, guys. Let me just get this straight, because every single time that we start getting someone, we start answering questions, it seems like you just keep wanting to divert onto other people. So is it just that you just because nobody will play with you, you want to play with yourself up on a panel and go after people? Like, do you not have anything better going on? Like, dealing with Ducky, you want to divert it over to Bex.
Don't start muting Linz. Linz, he muted you.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering,
As soon as people stop
what the
muting
problem
me,
is,
stop
because
muting
you
people, right?
constantly,
No
you are
problem.
constantly,
No fucking
Well, then
like,
stop
up
interrupting
here.
people.
No
Stop
fucking-
interrupting
I was
people.
clearly talking first. What the fuck?
No,
Are you
I
fucking
was
so
talking
stupid?
and then you
Are you
interrupted
so
me, so
fucking
I muted
stupid
you.
that
Yeah,
you-
I
No,
was
you weren't
talking and
even
you
talking.
interrupted me.
You were
That's why
talking
I
to me,
muted
and
you.
then Lynn starts talking. How does that make any sense, dude? Are you fucking
Yeah, I
stupid?
know you're not. I know you're
hold
not able
on,
to
hold
track a
on.
conversation. When I was speaking,
Stop,
you
no
overspoke
muting.
me.
Why do
Nick.
I keep being muted? I don't understand. I don't
Okay, stop.
understand.
Do you want?
why-
I'm gonna do Showtime. Let's let Linz finish. Then you can go. Your mom.
I've been sitting here listening to this for a hot minute on mute. Whatever your issue is with Ducky, I don't fucking know. I don't know if you're just sitting here like, I don't know, trying to get paid. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. But then every single time it doesn't start going your way on Ducky, then you jump. I'm sorry. I know you're
So
not
you
used
didn't
to
let
letting
her
women
finish.
finish. Yeah. So then all of a sudden, when you're not getting your way there and you're not getting like the ooh-ah factor that you're looking for, then you just divert it back over to Bex or to Siren or to somebody else. At the end of the day, I just think you want to be right about something at some time. But at the end of the day, you have to have receipts, and you don't fucking have any. You just have a shitty opinion and a shitty attitude.
Go ahead, your mom.
Well, what I have is facts, right? Facts plotted with other people to take down Red Room, Blue Room. Came on a panel, admitted to doing so, admitted to being involved in the plot. Tyler Woodman came up here and said, yes, that's what we're doing, right? That's what we're doing. We're plotting to take down, and I'm helping Facts take down Red Room, Blue Room, right? What is Sports Mom doing? And like, is it what Sports Mom's doing and what Bex are doing in the same fucking category?
I think you missed the point. Okay, so all of this stuff.
So interrupt
No,
me.
hold on. I thought you were done. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done. Your mom. I thought you were done. Was he done?
I mean, I go ahead. I don't even remember what I was saying.
I thought you were done. You ended it. But I think you're missing the point of this, right? This is to clear Ducky's name, a Red Room, Blue Room member. Also, today is a celebration because all of his charges were dropped today. That's all what this is about. Secondly, Bex, can you explain that whole takedown to him, please? Because I think he's misinformed. Explain that how it was explained after our discussion with Officer, please.
It won't matter. It won't matter. He wants to run with the narrative.
That's true. Siren's true.
Down, even though she was involved. Like, is that?
No, that's not how it was. I don't know if when she said what she said, I don't know if she misspoke that day in the live or what, but after the conversation with Officer, would you just tell him what he meant? Or how it went?
She admitted to it on several occasions. How do you misspeak on several occasions? That's crazy.
Fuck's sake.
What did I misspeak on several times, Belle?
When you said I don't know what he's saying that you said in the live about you agreed that you would take down Red Room, Blue Room, you would follow Officer or something.
So do we have clips? Screenshots?
I have no idea.
Anything?
I don't know.
Because Nick has yet to come with a receipt ever once in his life, but he loves to run his mouth. So let me get some clips. Let's get some screenshots, anything.
Because I've had a lot of shit said about me, and I haven't had one clip played of any of it.
Can I just make one observation about messy talk? Because I just find this really interesting. So I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys suck at trying to figure out somebody's motives, you guys need to sit back and stop talking. Let the people that you're targeting talk, watch how they move, collect receipts, and do all that shit. Write down fucking timelines to figure it out. So that way when you get up on this panel, you don't look like a complete and utter fucking idiot. I don't know. Do something, but have some fucking receipts, because otherwise you're just sitting up here talking out of your ass, twisting and spinning, and then changing your target. It looks stupid and messy.
Yeah, I mean,
why it's messy, Lynn, because the debate talk side does this way better, Lynn. And those of us who've been around for a long time,
I damn well know I come with some fucking receipts.
Exactly. Yeah, Nick, nobody cares about you. You've been around for a year. You're the worst at the game. All you do is lie on people to start problems. You've never shown a receipt in your life. Everybody does your work for you. You literally have no purpose on this fucking app but to just lie on people and start unnecessary drama. Like, we're done with this. We're done with the Nick era. It's over. We want truth, not bullshit.
Okay, the truth is you're a scammer, a manipulator, and Ducky is a violent man.
Yeah, no, I heard what you said about me being a violent man. I do want to preface that although I was accused of being a violent man, I'm not a convicted.
Ducky, stop defending yourself. Hey, you know what? Let me just tell you something, right? Well, I'm a little bit bored. My horse is going to go off to training, so I have some time to, kill. Anybody that wants to sit here and say that Ducky is violent and all this stuff while you all sat there and actively doxed him and looked into his information, we're looking at his transcripts and all that shit. Anybody that wants to do that without proof, you can get sued. Ducky likes to sue people. He's actually suing the police department. So who the fuck do you think you are? I'll help him write it all up too. He's also already got an attorney. So go ahead, keep fucking around, stupid.
Hey, I do low-key like to sue though, by the way.
Write it up, bitch. Come on, write it up, ho.
Dude, get Sports Mom's dick out of your mouth, bro. Chill out.
I'm just saying I'm very pro accountability.
Hey, Smooch, do you want to see a receipt, bro? I see you. You're looking from the outside. Come in here. I think you should see some shit that Sports Mom was saying about you, bro.
I'm just wondering, because all I hear on the side of messy talk, your favorite word is accountability. Do you want to know what real accountability looks like? Because we can show you.
They only do, it's only for their side. There's literally no logical consistency in messy talk, okay? So it's rules for thee, but not for me. That's the entire motto of messy talk. This is what drives me crazy, that people don't know what accountability is. They just want to scream at each other.
People apparently don't know what a violent man is. I mean, this is pretty crazy to me too. I mean,
by saying that you're slandering him and defaming him on a public platform with malicious intent. And we have about a 2-hour-long recording showing that you're going after him, even when you're given facts. So if you want to keep going, that's fine. We can write it up right now, buddy. Let's go.
I don't think that's how that works.
So wait a second. So slandering and defaming somebody without any evidence, facts, or proof, without any sort of any sort of receipt, right? That's literally defamation and slander.
Never slandered this man's name. I don't even know his name.
You just said he was a violent man.
Correct.
You just said that, didn't you?
He is a violent man.
Okay, great.
There we go.
Hey, one more time. Just say it one more time. You're talking about Ducky on the panel right there, right? The one whose criminal record, right? Whose expunged civil record that you guys have sat there and looked up, correct? That's the one you're talking about, that one? That one? The expunged record where it was, okay. The expunged record where any sort of charge has been expunged or dismissed. That's the person you're talking about, correct?
I think he's a violent man.
Oh, you think he's a violent man based off of what? Based off of what? Based off of what? Come on, say it one more time for me. Based off of what?
all the things that have been reported about him being violent.
All of the things that what? You've read about him?
All the things I've heard about him being violent.
All the things you've read about him? All the things that you've read that you've prefaced several times now? The things that you personally read, correct?
No, I haven't read him. I don't even know this man's name. I don't have a single record on him.
You don't? Aren't you butt buddies with Andy? Aren't you butt buddies with Andy?
No.
Because Andy has literally said he has his entire record pulled. Because I have a screenshot of that as well.
Me and Andrew.
Yeah, perfect. You guys are out of your league. Out of your league with me. Sit down.
I don't think so. I'm waiting for the papers.
Can we just focus on
the papers?
Can we focus on
no.
keyword here?
This is more.
I think the keyword is markers, right? Red markers, blue markers, or green markers, right? We can go with either color, doesn't matter. But I do want to focus on another color, right? And that color is intent to distribute, right? Sports Mom knows that well. Let's say it out loud. Intent to distribute. Does anybody know what that means?
No, but I didn't know
Something else happened. I honestly, God, Ducky, I don't think anybody gives a fuck about your personal life. Like, you're not that important.
Did you just say that
And
nobody gives a
anything
fuck?
you do-
Days and days, these people have been talking about it. Matter of fact, I heard about late last night they were even talking about it. So yeah.
Violence is not the key, people. We should not
Dana, more than anybody, definitely knows what's going on. Dana, why? I'm confused as to why you would say.
Well, I know. I'm sorry. I work during the day, so I sometimes miss some of the stuff.
Dana, you don't know. You don't know what Sports Mom did to me.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know the story.
Right. That's great. Hey, shut up there, your mom. Nobody cares about my personal life. It's strange that you said that because at the end of the day, that's not the case, right? Because we know.
If it isn't true or whatever, just laugh and move on. Like nobody cares.
Oh, okay. Let's just try to do that. Here we go. Everybody, let's just laugh and move on. Moving forward.
we thrive after live being held.
Nick, go ahead and talk your
problem.
shit. They cannot sue you for something that Andrew did or none of that. That's not how that works. They can't do that.
He literally
Talk your
just
shit.
stated
Andrew,
he
said that he talking about what he heard.
Yeah,
If
he
heard
personally
something,
just
he can repeat what he
stated
heard.
that he said he stated
He stated
Ducky
that
is he
his
stated
response
Ducky
on what he heard.
No. He stated
Yes.
Ducky is a violent
Nick,
man.
is that based off what you heard or you read? Because she kept saying read. Did you not
Yeah,
say
because that's what he said earlier. That's what he said earlier. Spiff, you're late to the party.
Give it up.
Yeah, you're late to the party earlier. That is not what he was claiming. That's not what he was claiming earlier.
Don't know.
Give it up. Like, don't waste
No
no
idea.
one. Give it up. Give it up. Just give it up. Messy talk is your shit gonna be talked about. If you want to be in messy
Hey
talk, your
Spiff,
shit
by the
gonna
way,
get talked
hey
about.
Spiff, have
No,
you
I'm
come up
talking
with
can go on we can go in a second. If you want to be a messy talk, I don't know why Bex is playing like she don't know.
This is Red Room Blue.
Goddamn
It's not
Siren
messy.
knows. Your shit's gonna get talked about. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You gonna go throw around this Sue shit. It ain't gonna change something. Someone's gonna talk about it. Ain't nothing you can do.
That's
what
great.
happened.
That's great. When
That's
did
what
Ducky go to Messy Talk?
When what's the name?
When did Ducky go to Messy Talk?
Never.
Did you not just say a second ago this is messy talk?
No, Red Room Blue made messy.
No, Red
You just said a second ago this is messy talk.
I didn't say
And
that
Bex, I don't know why you playing.
Well,
You calling Nick on his bucket, but you was on his
Man,
you was on
you
his
need to learn how to
money.
hear.
He was cool when you was
You know
getting
what,
money off the platform,
Spiff?
though.
You need to
He
learn
was
how to
cool
hear.
when you
Something
was
wrong with your
getting money,
material.
right, Bex?
We all know
Right,
what's
Bex?
going on now. No
He
one's
was
getting
cool when you was
gaslit
getting money
anymore.
off Bex. Ain't
No
that right?
one's getting
When you was
gaslit
making the money off
anymore.
Big
No
Platform,
one's
he
getting
wasn't on these
gaslit
stage.
anymore.
But because
No,
you're not
the
making no
gaslighting
more
is
money off his
over.
Hey, so
The
platform, now
gaslighting
it's
is
mute up on
over.
Spiffy Talks. We aren't going to hear you.
The gaslighting is
what I'm
over.
saying is, Dana,
Mute up.
it's funny.
I have
It's
mod
funny
too,
because
Dana.
when Bex was over on Nick's platform, she was making all this money and getting money.
Stop the muting.
Why are y'all muting me? I'm not a
Stop the
mod. I
fucking
can't mute
muting.
nobody.
Why am I
Stop
getting
the
muted?
muting. I'm
They'll tell them
serious.
I'm not a mod. I'm not a mod. I can't mute no one. But
Yeah, well, everybody else is
when
getting
Bex was
muted
over
too.
on Nick's platform, making all
No,
that money.
I
He
didn't
was
make
none of
that
these
much
things.
money.
You was
I've
making
shown
none of
the
these
Cash
things. You
App
was making
receipt.
some profit off his
I've
platform.
shown the
You was
Cash
there. He
App
was giving you a
receipt. I
percentage of
made
the
almost
drops.
no money
You
off
was getting
Nick's
money for
platform.
Christmas funds. You was doing
I've
all
made
that
almost
stuff.
no
But
money
now
from
he's
that
all this pieces of
platform.
shit now.
There's
That's
not.
why.
I'll
That's
show
why
the
you a
receipts
hypocrite.
again. Linz, I'll
You
send you the
was,
receipts
what, you
from
not
that
over there
Cash
making
App
money?
too.
Do I
Yeah,
need to pull
no,
up one live a recording of
no,
you saying,
it
"Oh, I got
wasn't
a
that much
message, Cash
money.
App to get the message"?
Yeah, and
Do I
it
need to pull
wasn't that
up?
much money.
Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter about the amount. You
Yes,
was.
it
He was
does.
none of these things when you were making money
I
over
didn't
there.
say anything
Now that you're
about it
not making money over
now.
there, now he's all these things.
He's a messy little girl. He was that
And
back
you are
then.
too. You're messy
Yes,
as
I
fuck too.
am. So?
Okay then, so shut the fuck
So?
up. Let them
So
who's messy
what? Yeah,
then.
and I'm being messy, Spiff. I'm being fucking messy. Now what, Spiff?
Now,
Like, this is
now
messy
what?
talk.
Now
Now
what? That's
what?
the
Where's
point. Now what?
October? Don't
Don't
y'all
act
got
like you
bigger
above
fish to fry
someone
right now?
saying that,
Don't
oh,
nobody
you
give
do,
a fuck. We
hell, you
get it.
did
You
this shit
guys
to
are on the
Siren. You did
payroll.
this
We
shit to
get it.
Siren
Y'all are
too.
getting
You
paid.
got on to
We
Siren
get
saying,
it.
oh,
This
I'm
is
gonna
all. Yes,
expose
y'all
Siren,
signed
all Siren
up.
shit.
Nobody cares.
You the same low
Y'all
life
are
piece of shit as
inserting
everybody
yourself in
else.
shit you know nothing about.
What are you
Inserting
talking
yourself in
about? I was
everything. All
there.
you do is insert yourself in
And all you
fucking
do is eat
everything.
shit, you
Y'all
fat
want to
ass.
fucking solve
Now we're the
every
same
issue. You
person.
insert yourself in every fucking issue so you can
insert
fucking talk about
situation,
yourself.
you insert